Hello guys, it is me, I'm Falcon64, and I am back with a review this time. I was thinking about playing the game for coming back to YouTube after, like, I guess a few months because I was away because school got in the way and, I have to focus on that. And it was just a lot of homework and a lot of studying for quizzes and stuff, but I finally got a chance to take a break from all the schoolwork and I just wanted to do this because I saw on my blog season 2 the day it came out. I finished it in one day. Took a little time, finished it at like around 1 in the morning, and it was just amazing. I didn't get to review it because, of course, I had to work on my homework over the weekend and study for quizzes and classes, and it's just a whole lot of mess. But right now I have time and I want to review this. I wasn't able to make a script, so I'm gonna have to go back on memory, so I might miss some things, and I might want to like say it later, but the video will probably be out. But we'll see what happens if I can actually trust my memory this time. But now, season 2. Is it better than season 1? Maybe. I'm saying this because season 1 it set up the characters and who they are. And I had also found out that why they like I think we all know why they kicked off Olivia. I didn't know why people didn't like her, and people were saying that she had like bad Spanish, but like I don't speak Spanish, so to me, I didn't see anything wrong with her Spanish. But then I found a video on who like she really is, and the things that she said was not cool, especially for a TV show with colored people, and it's just not a good situation. So I can understand why they kicked her out. And if you do know what she said and why she wasn't really a good fit for the show, if you remember, Ruby got her a Spanish book, and they were joking about it, and they were talking about how she can't speak Spanish. This was obviously a shot to her because she can't speak Spanish, and the writers, I guess the producers saw this. Everyone was talking about it, and so they're like, okay, well, we'll make fun of it, and this is perfect. I feel like this works for this. It was funny. I didn't get it at the time, but then I saw the video and was like, oh, that makes sense now. But okay, I wanted to break down each and every character, so I guess we'll start from the far left with Caesar. Now, Caesar, he was okay this season. I'm not the biggest fan. I mean, I feel bad for the situation. The situation was really messed up. He must have went through so much mental stress. I know that must have been hard on him. But I feel like it would have been a little better to see him without his brother and be fine. Like without his brother, he was going crazy. He didn't know what to do. It was just not a good thing. But I felt like to make him like stronger, it would have been pretty cool if like he had a moment where he like got over his brother, and then he's like, I can do this for myself. I'm gonna be by myself one day. I don't need him right now. And then maybe something happens and he like goes back into wanting his brother again, like wanting his redemption again. Like what if like it'd been cool if he got that moment to see Caesar like be his own person without having to rely on his brother. I thought that would have been cool, but it wasn't like a big deal to be honest because excuse me, my allergies are bothering me. It wasn't a big of a deal. Like he, I don't know about Caesar to be honest. I'm trying to like be nice, but like he did do some stupid stuff, like when he cheated on. Well, I guess he didn't really cheat on Monse, but we'll leave that for people. I don't know. They can say whatever, but I don't know if he really cheated. But they did take a break. But I don't even know. I'm pretty sure Monse wasn't with anyone, but he felt like it was cheating. So I guess I'll just say he cheated on Monse with the girl from the barbecue place. Jamal's father's barbecue place, and I thought that was really stupid. And I know he was at a low point. He didn't know what to do. He thought Monse was really done with him. But I feel like he should have had a moment where he's like, I can be my own person. I can use my lows to make a high or something like that. It would have been such a great scene, and maybe again, like he could have got sucked down back into his low state. I thought that would have been more like of a pack, an impact. But I mean, it was still an interesting story for his part. Now, Jasmine. She was not only comic relief this time, her and Jamal, I'll get to Jamal, but Jasmine was amazing this season. They gave her a story, they gave her a backstory. I didn't think this was gonna happen, because I thought she was just gonna be everywhere in everyone's business and just be like funny and say some weird stuff. And she did that, but she didn't like force her way in per se. She was there, but like it kind of made sense. But she was there, not just popping out of nowhere. Like she was in the story this time, and it was just so great to see how she really is. Like her father, I think he's in a catatonic state, and to get through that, she bees who she is, a happy, giddy person with all this excitement that just goes whatever she wants. And I felt like she needed that because she did it. I don't think she got any character development last time, but just semester, sorry, season, she was just comic relief. But this time, she helped Ruby through all his troubles, and she like even at the dance when the song came on, and even when the song came out, I felt my heart like bump beating even faster because I even got anxiety because I felt like something was gonna happen. But when he started having his freak out moment, like she was there for him, and I feel like in season one it wouldn't have made sense for her to be there because all she did was love Ruby. She didn't care for him. I feel like the same way she does now. I feel like she only wanted to be with Ruby in a relationship way, but now she wants to like be his friend and maybe work her way there. I feel like she was really good this season, and it was just a great turn for her character. Now Jamal. Oh, I relate to Jamal on so many levels. He's just a great character relief, comedy relief. He was so funny, all the screams and the gnomes, and he was just really funny this season. He had more character development actually. Since he found the roller world money, and he was like always freaking out about it. I can see myself doing that. That's why Jamal is definitely my favorite character. I think my favorite character is Jamal, and then Jasmine is a very close second. But yeah, with Jamal, he he was he the same? I feel like he might have been the same, maybe a little bit more development. But like the roller road monies where I kind of have an issue because it went nowhere. He got it and then he lost it. They cleaned it and everything, cleaned the money, got clean money, and then they lost it all. That, I mean, it was funny at the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, I wish they did something like put it in a bank, put some in the bank so that one day maybe later off in the season if they can have a callback and be like, oh, we still got some of the rollerboard money, we can like get out of this situation. Like I feel like that would have been cool. But like other than that, it was funny like the tapes where his parents were doing things, and then the coach came over and he thought they were like a triple or something like that, like a couple. Like it was just funny. He was great this season, especially when Amber was there. The Mario's baby mom. Well, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you already know, but it wasn't even Mario's baby. But when she was talking about her white privilege, his faces, I could see me doing that. His expressions, I just related so much to him. He was just so funny. And even when he got slapped by Abuelita for putting the money in her bra, that had me. I was dying. It was just amazing. Like right off the bat, he was the same character. I'm happy that none of the characters went through drastic changes. Like they kind of stayed the same. Like you can see some changes. Some are good, some are bad. But Jamal kind of felt the same, but like a little bit better. I just love how they didn't really like ruin his character. I don't think anyone was ruined. Maybe like Caesar and Monse a little bit, but I don't know. I'll keep that there. Now talking about Monse, we'll move on to Monse. Monse definitely got some good development. It was good development, but it was rushed. Like with her mom, when she was talking with her mom in the cafe, and she told her what her real name was, or her mom finished with a sentence explaining how she knows that Monse is her daughter. I thought Monse would not throw a fit, but like show some more sadness and mystery, like not mystery, and like questions like why did you do this? Like why did you leave? Like what? Why did you like not tell me as soon as you saw me or like stuff like that? But she was kind of happy and so willing to go with her. It's like where did this come from? Like I know you missed her for so long, but you were saying how she didn't really not really matter in her life, but it didn't really hit you as hard knowing that she wasn't there. But I guess that since she was, I don't know how to say this because I've never really been in that situation, but I guess from her point of view, meeting my mom after all of these years, I don't know if I would be happy. I would be kind of have an emotional breakdown. Like you're here. Like, why did you do that? Like, why did you leave? But um, speaking of Monse's mother, actually, she was something. She ended up not being the best person. She wanted Monse to be just like her instead of being like her father. I think what she said was, or Monse was talking about how if she looked more like her mother, she would have kept her more, I would say, Caucasian than Latina. Or Latina. She's Latina, I guess. Well, not I guess, but I don't. I would say Latino for her father, but Latino for her. But anyway, yeah. How if she looked like her mother, she would have kept her, and I feel like that should have had a bigger build up. Like we should have saw Monse's mother drop hints of her not liking darker people, because that's what basically Monse is saying. That's what I thought. That's what I think she's saying. Like Monse's mother told people that her father would hit her, but like that was only one time. We never like saw her talking to her friends. We never really got a view of Monse's mother's life. Like, what is her daily work with her friends, her coworkers? Like, what is she saying to them that makes Monse's father seem like a horrible man? Or like maybe Latinos seem like a horrible race. What does she have against them? Like, we never got any of that. And I feel like if we had got some of that, those hints, and we put it all together in that one scene, it would have hit so much harder. But it was like seeing Monse broken, it did hurt, but it wasn't the worst feeling. Um, yeah, I definitely feel like Monse and her whole mother arc it could use some work. It could have been stronger, definitely a little slower, but it was okay for what we got. Now for Ruby. Oh my gosh, Ruby. I forgot the actor's name. I think it was Jason. Or was it Jason? I really can't remember right now. But he stepped up his act tenfold. Like, I, I'm speechless because he just did such a good job this season. Like, all the emotional scenes, you could see him, like, make real tears. He wasn't just whining, making a face. Like, the reasons, like, especially when he got mad. When he got mad, I thought he was yelling at me. He'd get this face and he like pop a vein and he just express all of his emotion, and it was just you could really connect, like it made you feel like his problems were real, and his character, and all these characters were real. Like it made you feel like you were in on my block. Like it was just so good. Like all his emotional things got to me because he's hurting. Like he's this teenager, this kid. He almost got shot. He lost the love. Well, I won't say the love of his life, but he lost his best friend who he fell in love with. He got the girl at the last moment during the party, and then he shot. She gets shot in his arms, and he makes it, and she doesn't, and now he feels guilty because he can move his arm for things, and he can like remember. It keeps repeating in his head how she's dead. Like he can't like I don't think I think he can sleep, but it just like keeps repeating in his head. But he just really can't get over it, and it's really sad because this is the real thing. Like he has PTSD. I'm guessing he has anxiety now since after the prom or the dance where that when the music happened, he started freaking out. But it was just such it was just such strong emotion, and he really did a good job. He definitely stepped it up. Like Ruby last season, he was smart, he was funny, his ideas were good. He just didn't deliver it in the right way. But this season, he's more emotional. Emotional. He's pulling you in. He's giving you this performance that is just so good, and I loved it. It was great. And now I guess we'll talk about the less, well, I guess certain scenes like Caesar and Monse's breakup. I felt like it needed to happen because I wouldn't say they didn't have real chemistry, but I didn't really sense any love between them. It was just sort of kind of like puppy love, I guess you could say, and then it kind of died out. I'm happy that Monse broke off from him. Like that might hurt some people, but like I feel like this was better because she needs to be her own person. I was talking to Gamer Girl or Sam when we were watching it, and I was saying how she isn't really she's more of a tomboy. Like she goes with the guys of the group. Like whatever they say, she might put an input into it, but like if they don't like follow what she says, then she leaves. She's like, okay, you guys are on your own. This is your stupid plan. It's dumb. I'm gone. Or if they do follow her, it's like, okay, let's do this. I feel like it is important for her to be, I won't say be a woman, but like learn how to be a more feminine, I guess, because I don't want to sound like a misogynist person, but like I feel like she should break away from the group a little bit so she can be her own person and do and just be Monse and just be this person who's this strong woman in this whole series that's just this crazy series. And maybe later on her and Jasmine will be maybe Jasmine will be the new Olivia, but the better Olivia for sure. But I feel like Jasmine and Monse might take some time because Jasmine did set up a friendship and Monse kind of just was really dense and kind of just left it alone. Like, I'll take your advice and I'll just find new friends in a whole other state. Like, that was crazy, but I feel like they will become friends. It'll just take a little bit of time. Now, when Monse wanted to leave to go to the all girls school, I was supporting her. I'm like, okay, be who you are. Find who you are inside instead of just following the crew. Like, let's get this. Let's go. Let's do this in the story arc for Monte in season three. And when she was saying goodbye, the crew didn't take her seriously. And I'm just watching on my phone, like, what is going on? Like, do they really act like this? Like, it just felt like a whole switch happened. Like, all this stuff built up, and now they're like joking about her leaving. Like, oh, she'll be back. Like, I know it was for comedy purposes, and it was funny, but it was kind of like these if they can switch like that, like it was just it was weird. It just felt weird. But the end credit scene was funny. I'll say funny because you don't kidnapping. Let's just start with that kidnapping. I I want to know who kidnapped them. Obviously, I want to know like maybe some projects that didn't not projects. What was his name? The Black People Gang. I forgot what their name was. Was it the projects? I don't think no. Oh, the Prophets. The Prophets. I'm pretty sure the Prophets. Or like what if some of them kidnapped the kids because they know what they did with the roller world money. Like who kidnapped them and why? And it's just when Monse was walking away talking to herself and they were getting kidnapped. It was funny, and I was like, Monse, either you turn around and then run, or just keep walking. Because I did not want to see her kidnapped, but she didn't end up being kidnapped. But at least it wasn't as horrifying as the season one ending because that, from what I remember from hearing people talk about it, was like shocking to them. I feel like it shocked everyone, and like because you're looking at this comedy about these kids, and then kids get shot. Like you don't think that's gonna happen. Like that's the worst outcome that you wouldn't want to happen or even think about, and it actually happens, and it's just wow, like that really just happened. Like Ruby and Olivia got shot. Like this is happening. Now I guess I'll talk about the side characters. Abuelita. She was also used for comedy relief, and she was kind of just for comedy relief. She didn't really have any more character development, no backstory about her. Like I think she's from Mexico. I don't want to be racist or anything, but I think she is from Mexico, if I am correct. There's no backstory about her. Um, when she put out a knife on Jamal and Caesar, I was laughing. It was really funny to me. I love it when characters or anyone just pulls a weapon, and it's just really funny, especially older people like her. But she kind of was there a little for like the cleaning up the money sequence, and then she wasn't there. I mean, I guess this season was just for the kids, and I guess she's too old. I guess you could say, but she was still good. It's just I wish she was in there a little bit more. Mario, Ruby's brother, came back with his girlfriend Amber, who was racist but didn't mean to be. She meant well, but it did not work in her favor at all. Ended up having a baby that was not Mario's, and they were all happy about that because now Mario is not a father and he can learn to be more careful. Now, Spooky. Spooky, I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. What he did to Caesar, horrible. What he helped Ruby through, amazing. He like flip flopped from this good character to this jerk, and it's like, who really is Spooky? Is he this good guy with this tough attitude and this gang persona, and he's like someone else different if he lets his guard down completely, or is he really just a jerk that puts up a front whenever he needs to so he can get his way? I really would like some more Spooky character development. That would be interesting because he can obviously help people. He helped Ruby. He helped Caesar make a plan to take out the prophets. Like this man is smart. Can we see some more of that side? Like what if we had him drop his guard down and be someone else than Spooky. I really would like to see that in season 3. But that's 2020. So I guess Stranger Things will have to do. But also I want to say this, unpopular opinion. I feel like On My Block is better than Stranger Things. Why I say this? It's obviously more relatable, but like I don't know how to say it, but I just feel more of a connection to these characters than in Stranger Things. Like Stranger Things, like there's good acting, like it's good acting too. But on this, I can really feel a connection. Like I'm not saying Stranger Things is horrible, 1 or 2, and 3 coming out in July. I'm not saying it's horrible at all. But for now, I feel like for young actors, I know that Stranger Things is child actors, but these guys are like in their 20s. For young actors, I feel like they really good because they could be cringy actors. They could be ones that can't cry on command. They could be ones that just don't show any emotion when they're in their scenes. Like they could be worse. They could be horrible actors, but these guys are bringing it. They are so good at what they do, and I feel like I just feel like this show can go on for a while because as long as these kids, like as long as the show them keep growing up and going through all these adventures and this crazy stuff, it could be like a reality TV show, but not with like okay, as a reality TV show, I mean like showing their reality from a TV show type perspective is what I'm trying to say. That came out really weird. But yeah, this has been my review for season 2 of On My Block. I feel I want to give this a 9 out of 10 because everything was good. I like that. The acting, the story, the pace could have been better. Character development could have been better. That's why I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I know not everything's gonna be perfect. I know that, and I know I shouldn't have any pet peeves, and I really don't. But it's just some stuff really could have been better. I feel like if they spent a little bit more time on it. But you know what? I'm not a producer, not a director, not a screenwriter. I didn't make the show. I didn't tell them about the idea for the show. I can't really criticize them on the work that they're doing. They're losing sleep while I get to sleep. So, I mean, I can't really say anything wrong because they're working hard for this. And we don't know. Maybe they are filming season 3 now. We don't know. We don't know what stuff actually gets filmed. It could be filmed on January in 2020, or it could be filmed in October of 2019. We don't know. But yes, this has been my review. I can't wait for season 3, and maybe I'll do some more reviews, like maybe on Stranger Things 3, on like all the episodes together. I'll see if I want to do that because I know it's gonna be really long. Because these episodes, I think they were shorter than the first season, but I'll see. But thank you guys for watching this. If you like this, leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment on how you felt about this season. Tell me what you guys liked and what you didn't like. Hope to catch you another time.